Let me introduce our invited guest today. First one is Miss AFIQAH. She is the head of Public Health Management from the Ministry of Health. Welcome. Okay. And the second one is the professor from University Science Malaysia. She is an expert in food science and technology. Let us welcome Prof. Anis. And today we also we would like to have the representative of consumer today, Miss Nick. She is an accountant. Okay, and our last invited guest today is Miss FATIN. She is the Chief Marketing Officer of TENG, a world-leading food company. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, done with the introduction. Let's get started. Today our topic will be the marketing to millennials and the strategies to health and nutrition industry. So what is meant by millennials? Millennials can also known as Generation Y, which are the demographic cohort that directly follows the Generation X. And the term millennials is usually applied to individuals who born between 1982 to 2000, and usually can also apply to those who have reached adulthood around the turn of 21st century. So I have a question to Miss AFIQAH. In your opinion, what are the characteristics of millennials today?
Okay, thank you to our moderator today, Miss Michelle, and a very good morning to all of you. Okay, so the characteristics of millennials, right? So let's talk in general terms. Okay, there are many characteristics of millennials, but I'll be explaining only three relevant characteristics of millennials. The first one is that millennials are tech savvy. Millennials, also known as Generation Y, grew up with technology, meaning that they usually communicate through email, text, messaging, and whatever new in social media platform. Second, they are family-centric, meaning that they usually prioritize their family over work. And when those who are married yet feel the need to be a part of a family by spending time with nieces, nephews, and siblings. And lastly, they crave attention in form of guidance and feedback. They often need frequent reassurance.
Okay, thank you, Miss AFIQAH. Now we are more understand about the millennials. So, Prof. Anis, is there anything to add on about it?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Michelle. In my opinion, millennials tend to be health conscious. As for example, in the production of premium products, although the production of premium products come with a high cost, millennials will still prefer to spend money on the products they consume. According to the journal, The Future of Food, Are You Ready for Millennials? 68% of millennials are willing to pay extra for organic foods. In addition, 61% of millennials expect their food to be GMO-free. And finally, 54% of millennials expect ancient grains to be included as ingredient in their food formulations. Next, millennials also support sustainable food products. They have no problem spending extra money on sustainable food products as long as the environmental impact of the food production is minimal. According to a Nielsen Global Online study, 75% of millennials are willing to spend extra money on sustainable food products. And in fact, visible sustainability is one of the 6 most important consumer packaged goods trends for millennials according to Forbes. And millennials are also very conscious on the effects of food production on the environment because they will also try their best to reduce their environmental footprint. So that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Anis. Now we know that the millennials out nowadays are more conscious about their health and environment. Therefore, they are more willing to spend more money on the related products. So next, I have a question to Miss FATIN. As an industry expert, do you think that the millennials are same as the generation previously, such as Generation S? And does the marketing strategy for the previous generation are still suitable for the millennials?
First of all, thank you for having me today and good morning to all of you. And regarding your first question, I don't think Generation X and Y are the same. Why? This is because both Generation X and Y born and grew in different periods of time, which in Generation Y, in their process to grow into adulthood, lots of technological achievement occur, which makes them the first group of people to apply and adapt to that technology. However, of course, not to offend to Generation X, actually they will gradually and slowly also adapt to it. But because of differences and huge gap between Generation X and Y, it makes the Generation Y have different mindset compared to Generation X. And for to answer your second question, I think it's no longer suitable for the previous strategy to apply it to the millennials, such as if we want to advertise our product in the newspaper. This is because nowadays the Generation Y are more to online things. I mean, if they want to know more about those products and nutritional info with more accuracy, why should they spend their own money? They can just ask Mr. Google, right? So that's all for me.
Thank you. It's true. Now we know that the millennials are totally different from the generation previously, and they all have their own preference to specific marketing strategy. Okay, so if you want to know the truth, you should ask the right person. So, as the representative of millennials today, Ms. Nick, I would like to ask you about your health. Do you care about your health, and what would you do to improve your health?
Thank you, Ms. Michelle, our moderator for today. To answer the questions, it is in fact I do care about my health, and as a millennial myself, I am not worried about aging, health preservation or prevention. Instead, I am more focused on living my life to the fullest and maintaining my good health. So some things I would do to maintain my health is by mixing healthy diet, exercising, consuming dietary supplements, functional beverages and over-the-counter medicines in order to meet my individual daily health needs. And I am also aware of the fact that our buying behaviors will highly affect the health, nutrition and healthcare brands. So hence, best strategies have to be implied in order to market their products.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Ms. Nick. Now we know that millennials expect to receive information and make their decision in their own unique way. So the ability to understand the priorities, worldview, and the decision-making processes of millennials can provide the industry marketer with one of the most genuine competitive advantages. So, Ms. FATIN, as an industry expert, what would you like to suggest the suitable marketing strategy to millennials?
Thank you for your question. My suggestion would be, I think we can spread the product campaigns across various media outlets such as social media, television, and website, as those three has been proven as the top marketing platforms. And with that, the companies will be able to create their own existence and presence in all media channels and devices. And of course, to make the product more appealing, we can use the ad targeting management option, which being offered by the social media such as Facebook and Instagram. And with those things, we can make the product much more appealing because it has variety of algorithms. We can immediately attract the millennials demographic. And of course, nowadays millennials are trusted more on those we call social media influencer, or in Instagram we call it Instafamous. And I think by investing on those social media influencers, we will be able to gain more profit. The futuristic world of mall culture has been proven nowadays as the successful for various product application. And thank you.
Thank you for your suggestion, Ms. Fatin. How about Prof. Anis? Do you agree with her opinion?
Yes, I do agree with Ms. Fatin's opinion based on the social media influencer promotion. This is because millions nowadays will tend to follow trends by social media influencers and will also try to live their way of life. Therefore, I think it's a good way to market food products on platforms of social media influencers. However, my strategy for marketing food products for millennials is by adding high quality ingredients in food products. This is because high quality ingredients is the key to consumers' health, and the key to a good targeted food formulation is by the usage of functional ingredients. As consumers become more educated on food production methods, they are starting to shift towards organic and sustainable sources for health and environmental reasons. And millennials nowadays, they are being more health conscious than other generations, and to appeal to this demographic, food manufacturers can appeal to this demographic through nutrition. As for example, by incorporating nutritionally dense ingredients or superfoods in food products, food manufacturers can produce appealing food products that are proven to find success in the food space.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Anis. What is your opinion, Ms. AFIQAH?
Okay, so in regards to the opinions given by the two experts before me, they gave very good marketing strategy, but I also like to add on another marketing strategy that the companies can apply, which is making full use of their brands. So now, are brands important to millennials? Okay, so in order to reach a conclusion of whether brands are important to millennials or not, a survey has been conducted by Chris Beer, a well-known senior trends analyst. Okay, guess what? Around 60% of these millennials said that they are either often or loyal to the brand they currently purchase. So what are the factors that make these millennials stay loyal to those brands? Okay, there are three main factors. The first one is that these millennials like brands that usually engage with them in social media. They love it when this brand court them actively by giving out discounts and coupons. Second, they prefer a good quality product. So how do they know the product has a good quality? Okay, what they do is that they will look into the customer's feedback, and if most of the feedback is positive, then they are more likely to buy their product. And lastly, as the millennials are sensitive to economies, they prefer for the price to not be so pricey. So what they do is that they'll be comparing the prices of the same products but from different stores. So these factors are what making these millennials stay loyal to that particular brand by becoming repeat customers. So in conclusion, brands don't need to continuously change in order to keep up with trend. But what they need to do is that they need to produce high quality, healthy food and also be socially conscious about the current issues.
Thank you for your suggestion, Ms. AFIQAH. Let me summarize all the strategies that we have talked about. First, from Ms. Fatin, we know that try to spread the product's campaigns on social media and try to partner it with the social media influencer will be the one of the best way to marketing to millennials. Is because 9 in 10 millennials are on social media, meaning it's important that brands proactively establish a social media presence to get on millennials' radar. And then creating campaigns that leverage the interactive nature of social media is also one of the best ways for brands to engage with their customer. And also, most of the social media influence nowadays are millennials themselves. Therefore, they are more knowing their millennials consumer. They will try to adapt creating contents that they will speak to the interest, concern, and priorities of millennial consumer. And unlike the traditional celebrities, millennials influencers develop a relationship on a more personal level. They will know more what their customer want. Okay, and then next, we know from Prof. Anis, adding high quality ingredients in food products can also be used to attract the millennials consumer. Why the nutrition ingredient is so important? Because nowadays the millennials start to realize and aware of the benefits of functional food ingredients